Hello everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Folakemi and the name of my channel is Folakemi Atos. I'm sorry if you're hearing any disturbing sound. It's from the AC because it's very hot. So I'm very sorry about that. Sorry for the disturbing noise. It's just from the AC, so just bear with me. So you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Folakemi and the name of my channel is Folakemi Atos. But for those of you that keeps coming back, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And for those of you joining me for the first time, you're welcome. Kindly consider subscribing if you have not subscribed. Subscription is free. You don't need to pay for subscription. So what are you waiting for? Just click on the red button and let's keep it rolling. Let's work together. For those of you who have been sharing my post, I really appreciate you. I so much appreciate you for what you are doing. For those of you that are giving me thumbs up, I appreciate you. If you know you have not done that, please, what are you waiting for? Please give me thumbs up if you like what I'm doing. Share my post and don't forget to like my post. Thank you so much and God bless you. Today I want to share my experience or to share the things I miss about my country. I want to talk about the things I miss about my country, the things I miss about Nigeria. No matter where you go, your home is still the best. So I miss some things about my country. I'm going to share the things I miss about my country, and I'm going to share the things I don't miss about my country. So I'm going to start with the things I miss about my country. The first thing I miss about my country is miss my family. Family is everything. Family is everything. No matter where you go, you still need your family. I miss my family. I miss those cluster relationships we have together, especially during the festive period. My friends, my relations, all the kind of fun we do together during festival, during marriage, or any occasion, be it Christmas, Easter, Ileya, the small Salah, and every other things that we do together. I miss those things. Sometimes I feel as if I should bring back all those memories back. Those are the things I miss so much about my country. That's the first thing I miss about my country. Family is so important, and I miss my family. I miss my friends. I miss my loved ones back home. I so much miss you. Even though sometimes I can't reach out to everybody at the same time, but just know that I miss you and I never forget home. I miss everybody at home. The second thing I miss about my country is I miss our food. Yes, I miss all those spices, all those natural spices, especially when you come to Yoruba, all those, all those are native food that you cannot just get anywhere. And even if you get it, not that you cannot get it over here, but you don't get it. You don't get it as fresh as you want it. It is not as fresh. Some of them is not fresh. Some of them have to pass through oceans, and it is not fresh. All those oporoko, those things, those little things that make soup so delicious. Those are the things I miss. I miss our food, the native food, everything you can think of. I miss it, and sometimes I really wish I can have the opportunity to just like here we have African store where you can get most of these things, but first it's expensive. Second, you don't even get some of it. I miss the weather, especially during the winter when it's extremely cold. I miss the weather, especially during the winter, that everything is very cold. No matter the kind of heater you put at home, no matter the kind of clothing you put on yourself, sometimes you can't just bear the cold. So those times, I really feel like finding myself at home. Those times, I really feel like finding myself at home because, of course, no matter how cold it is at home, it can never be the way it is here. So sometimes I miss the weather. I just miss the normal weather we enjoy at home, no cold. You can wear whatever you want. You can enjoy the breeze, But over here, you need to extra cover yourself. Extra cover yourself, especially during the winter. So sometimes it's not convenient, especially if you have to go to work. During those times, it is very hard to do. So I miss those times. I miss home. The fourth thing I miss about home is salon. It looks funny, but I miss my salon in Nigeria. I miss the opportunity we had in Nigeria that you can just walk up anytime you want. You can just go to salon. I miss going to the salon. In Nigeria, you can just wake up anytime, decide to go to salon because it's very cheap. To some extent, you don't have to pay so much. Or you can even call somebody to come and make your hair at home. But over here, before you make your hair, you have to think about the money you're going to spend. You have to book an appointment, and you don't even get what you really want sometimes. And it's then too expensive. You have to really be boxed up before you can do all those things. You have to really spend so much just to make hair. And it is when I got here that I know it's possible for you to keep a particular hairstyle for like 6 months, just because you are just thinking of when next, because you think about how much you spend on them to make the hair. So you have to think very well. You have to think very well. So to make your hair here, you have to be very, very boxed up. So I miss going to the salon, to go salon, wash my hair, in Nigeria, I can just do my, virtually every week or every 2 weeks, every fortnight, I make my hair. But here, I've learned my lesson, and I really, really miss that. The last thing I miss about home is tailor. Those little things that I took it for granted when I was home. I don't really care about it, but now I really appreciate it. Sometimes you want to get your clothes done, or sometimes you buy some clothes and you just want to make amends, and you have to start looking for who is going to do it for you. To get a tailor here, and even when you get those tailors, they are then expensive. And sometimes it's very inconvenient sending clothes to Nigeria for someone to make the clothes for you. Sending the money you're going to spend, sometimes it could be very crazy. So those are the little things I miss about home. And one day I'm going to do a video about some things you can learn before we come here. Thank God there are some things I know that is really helping me. Like I make my hair for myself. I can actually do it myself. So if I don't really feel like going to salon, all I just need to make my hair and cover it with my wig. I'm gonna do a particular video about that, so I'm not gonna dwell on that. Now let me go to the interesting part. What are the things I don't miss about my country? There's so many things I don't miss about my country. The first thing I don't miss about my country is power. Yes, and when I talk of power, I mean electricity. I don't miss it, because here, I don't think of charging my phone. I don't think about when I go to is there going to be lights? There's constant power supply. Back in Nigeria, you have to be running after power. Here, power is running after you. Yes, because there's always lights. There is always lights. There is always, even if they have to take it, they will tell you, so you can stock up your freezer. You can stock up your fridge, put a lot of things there without even having to go to the market every now and then. But in Nigeria, you dare not do that. You spend so much using generator, and it's not even reliable. Most of the time, I remember in Nigeria, because of the kind of work I do there, if I want to, I have to hire my cloth for like a month, just to be extra sure that if I'm going to work, I don't have to wait for power. Because I know that most of the time you're going to work, there's no light. But here, I wake up in the morning, I iron my clothes if I need to, and I go to work. There's constant power supply. You don't have to bother yourself that you have to, when you come, you're not going to make light. You can plan your life. It makes life so easy. In fact, that is one thing I enjoy here. I don't bother myself about charging my laptop. Everything works well. As long as you pay your bill, you have power and you have electricity. So that thing, I don't miss Nigeria. The second thing is our road. And I'm going to talk extensively about the issue of road. First, I'm going to talk about the drivers. Drivers here, they are mature. Let me use that word. They are well trained. That is why before you can drive here, you need to pass through DMV. You have to learn how to drive. So I knew how to drive before I came here, but when you came here, you still have to relearn. You have to go back there and go and learn how to drive. You need to know how to drive. So it makes everybody, you are cautious of the way you drive. You have to obey all the rules and regulations. So you know that when you are driving, your mind is a little bit at ease. when you're driving. So drivers are well trained. You just don't be on the road without knowing how to drive. So it makes life easier, and that is why you don't record so much accident on the road. It's not 100% free accident or accident free, but it is very, very limited. Very, very limited. Unlike what is obtainable at home. So the roads are very good, secured, well secured. When it comes to the issue of driving, the road users, they know how to use the road. They are well trained on that. That's the first thing on the issue of road. Second, the roads are well maintained. You can drive on some road with your eyes closed because you know you're not going to bump yourself inside the potholes. The roads are well maintained and they are well lined up. There are so many, you know where to go and where not to cross. So they are well lined up and they are well lined up. Okay, you know where to turn, you know where not to turn. So those are the things that make driving much easier here. Unlike back at home that everybody just doing whatever you want, because most of our roads are not lined. You don't know when to trafficate. Most of our lights, our traffic light is not even working. So it affects a lot of people. Even if you know how to drive, you get frustrated back home. So those are the things. Another thing about the road is that you hardly see people using horn here. People hardly use horn. When I first came, I was like, what does that mean? Is it that they don't have horn in the cars? But I realized that even if you have it, you don't use it unless there's emergency. The only kind of noise you can hear is from ambulance, or maybe from siren from ambulance, or maybe there's any emergency that you can hear a little bit of pam pam. But in Nigeria, horn is a very necessary part of your car. If you don't have horn in your car in Nigeria, then you are not ready to drive, because somebody is somewhere there to block your road and you need to horn to remind him that you need to get out of the road. So using horn in Nigeria is part and parcel, and you know there is no how you can even escape it. So that's another thing I don't miss about the country. So it makes you to focus on your driving here, because you are not hearing any distracting noise. Somebody's running from your left, from your side. One thing about Nigeria I noticed that if there's traffic light and you are waiting, somebody will be there at the back only for you to leave the road because they don't want to wait for the traffic light. But you dare not do it here. You have to wait until the traffic says you should go before you can go. Another thing about the road, still talking about the road, is that you are not scared of meeting anybody blocking the road. And what I mean is that police is not going to stop you on the road unless you do something very bad, or maybe there's an emergency and they have to stop the car, or they may have to divert the cars. Road safety is not on the road to come and be, witch hunting you. Police is not on the road. Army is not on the road. Custom is not on the road. As long as you can drive very well and you maintain the rules and regulations, you do what you're supposed to do, nobody's going to be, following you about checkmate, witch hunting you, disturbing you on the road. You focus on your driving. If you make any mistake, the cameras are there to capture your plate number, and the next thing you get your bill in your account. So nobody's disturbing you when you are driving. It makes life easier. There are some places where police can stop you if you make any mistake, but it is very, very limited. It is very, very, very limited. So if you focus on your driving, as long as you maintain your line, as long as you maintain your lane, as long as you don't do bad driving, you're good to go. Still on the road, another thing is that the roads are wide enough. They are wide enough, and as long as you know where you're going, it makes life easy. You don't have to start sharing the road with all those big trailers. If you know your route and you know where you're going, it makes life easy for you. So it's easier for you to learn how to drive here. Unlike in Nigeria, whereby most of our roads are very narrow, and you'll be scared of meeting another car sharing the same narrow road with you. Because that's the first thing. If you want to learn how to drive, You will be conscious of the person coming to meet up with you. But over here, the roads are so wide that you don't have to see any car coming to meet you. You understand what I'm trying to say? So it makes life easier. It makes driving easier here. Another thing, I'm still on the road. I told you I'm going to talk extensively about the road because those are the things that I really, really enjoy here. I really, really appreciate over here. There is good network connection, road network connection from one state to the other, from one country to the other, from one city to the other. You can travel in the middle of the night. You can travel anytime because the roads are well networked. You can move from one state to the other without even bothering yourself, without giving yourself any stress. It's so easy. You can travel all over America with your car as long as you know the route, as long as you can drive. You can drive for many days. If you're tired, we have some rest area where you're going to park, eat your food, stretch your legs, and continue. The road networks are very good. Very, very good. And the roads are well maintained. If there's any emergency, there's any accident, before you know it, they take care of the cars and life continues. Even if there's going to be traffic in some area, you are well informed that okay, there's traffic in this area, you can avoid this area. So you know how to plan your trip, you know how to plan your movement while driving. So it makes life very, very easy for you. So that is all I have to say about the road. Driving here, I prefer to what is obtainable in Nigeria. So I don't miss our roads at all. I told you in one of my videos that I did that anytime I need to travel in Nigeria, I'm always very scared. I'm not comfortable because our roads are death trap. They are death trap. You have to think about so many kidnapping on the road. You have to think about the police you're going to meet on the road. There are so many police on the road. Customs are on the road. Road safeties are on the road. So many people, armies are on the road. It's like people are witch hunting you. Yet there are still so many accidents on the road because our roads are not good. Anytime I need to travel, I have to start praying, kabashing, binding and casting just because I want to be on the road. Reading all the Psalms. But over here, life is very easy for you to travel. You can travel from one place to the other without even, bothering yourself because the roads are good. As long as you maintain your lane, as long as you do the right thing, you don't have any problem. That is another thing I don't miss about my country. Another thing I don't miss about my country is security. And that is very, very essential. That is very, very pertinent. Because if security is provided, if there's good security, it makes life easy. Security is very, very important. And that is why here you can leave your car outside. You don't see many houses with, hardly will you see houses with fence all over. No. Nigeria, if you have a fence, you have a security guard, you have in your room, you have a burglary proof. So many things just to secure your life. Yet, burglars will still enter your room. But over here, it is very, very limited. I'm not saying it is 100%. It is 100% secured. But I'm telling you, it is very, very limited. You can drive any kind of car you want here. Nobody's looking at your car. There is security of life and properties. If there's any urgent call, people respond. There's rapid response. So you can walk in the middle of the night. In fact, most people prefer to travel in the middle of the night here because it's cool. You can go wherever you want to go. And the roads are secured. So those are the security. I don't miss security. Especially what is going on right now with the issue of Boko Haram, with the issue of banditry, kidnapping. All those things can be very frustrating when you want to travel. So security, of course, I have to give them a kudos there. They are doing a very good job. Your life is secured. Your properties are secured. Another thing I don't miss about my country is work security. When you're working, you have a job. As long as you're not lazy, you get paid. There's nothing like you work, somebody will not pay you. It is not possible. If you work, the person did not pay you, can sue the person. And the person can even lose his job and look his work. and you'll be paid. But in Nigeria, if somebody just because you do something, the person can just, I'm not going to pay you. We have heard, we have seen it. Even government in Nigeria, they can hold you 10 months, 7 months, and there's nothing like, if you make noise, they will sack you. So there's job security here. If you want to work, as long as you are not lazy, you work, you get paid. So you plan for your money. You don't have to go to so much debt before another money will comes in. It makes life easy for you. As long as you are not lazy, that's why I'm using that word. As long as you're ready to work, there is job for you to do. Nobody's going to hold you. Nobody's going to tell you at the end of the month or at the end of the week, I don't have money to pay you. It is not possible. If there's no money, by the beginning of the week, the person will tell you, I don't have money to pay. So I think I'm going to allow you people to go. And they will tell you. Not that you will work. After working, the person will now tell you, I don't have money to pay. It is not done. So for job security, I don't miss my country. I don't. Another thing I don't miss about my country is credit facility. Over here, there is availability of credit facility. What I mean is that as long as you have a job or you have a house, you have a home, you are credit worthy. That is, you can use your house or your job to take loan from the bank, to take credit from the bank, and you can get whatever you have. If you don't have any money, as long as you have a job, all what you need to just to give them your details, they will be deducting the money from your job every week or every 2 weeks, depending on the arrangement you make with them. So you don't have to put yourself in so much pressure. I have to make this big money before I could buy a car. I have to make this big money before I can buy a home. No. You can decide to pay for your home for 20 years, pay for mortgage for 30 years based on your plan. So you are not under so much pressure to do so many things. And I think those are the things we should start emulating, because it's putting a lot of pressure on people, unnecessary pressure, things we could avoid. First, the money is not there, yet you have to put yourself in so much pressure. I must build a house, I must get a house, I must get a car, and you don't even get the credit to. Very, very frustrating. Another thing I don't miss about my home is, another thing I don't miss about Nigeria is ability to school and work. I remember when I was in Nigeria that so many times I wake up my mind, I want to go back to school, I want to, just improve myself. But because I have to think about my family, how am I going to cope with my work? Am I going to leave my work? How will I be able to take care of my family if I have to leave my work? But over here, they make life easy for you. You can work in the morning and school in the evening, or even school in the night. Or you can work in the night and school in the morning. So it makes life easier. There's so many online courses you can do, and they are so flexible. They are very, very flexible. Just pick your plan, the one that will work for you. So you don't have to need your job. You don't have to lose your job just because you want to go to school. So you can still use your job to be able to pay for your fee and your tuition. So it makes life easy for you. You don't have to put yourself in so many stress just because you want to go to school. And that's why it's easier for people to get 2 or 3 degrees within how many years here, because they have a job and they can still work. And they can still go to school. But in Nigeria, you have to have a lot of money for you to be able to make that decision. I'm not saying it's not possible, but you have to be super rich, or maybe you have a backup somewhere before you can make up your mind that you want to go to school. Because most people, they want to do it, but because they can't leave their job to do it, because you have to maybe take a leave of job. Most of the employers, they will not allow you to leave your job to go to school. But over in life, it's flexible. Things are much easier. You can just plan your schedule with your working place. It's that you work in the night, you school in the morning, or you school in the morning and you work in the night. So you have time to focus on whatever you want to do. There is time for everything. I don't miss my country. I don't. I love fruits. I'm a fruit person. I love different kind of fruits. Just because I grew up in the village. Yeah, I love fruits. I love fruits. But in Nigeria, maybe because we don't have good storage facilities, most of the people bringing food foodstuffs and fruits from the farm, most of them it gets spoiled before you even get to the market. So you don't get your fruit very fresh the way you want it. Except you're in the village where you can go to the farm and get all those fruits yourself. I hope you all understand what I'm trying to say. Not that you can't get the fruits, but most of the time you don't get it fresh. Especially if you live in the cities. Most of the fruits are not fresh. But over here, most of the fruits are fresh. You get your food fresh from, even if you get it in the supermarket, they are to some extent fresh. And there's so many type of fruit I've never seen in my life that I met here. We have diverse fruits. And they are very, very cheap. They are not too pricey. In Nigeria, if you want to eat apple every day, you must be very rich. Because maybe they will tell you one is 200 naira or so, if I'm not mistaken. It's something you have to plan for. But here, apple is like, anybody can take apple. Strawberries, where will you even get it? Those are rich man's fruits in Nigeria. But over here, anybody can take it. So they have so many fruits, different kind of fruits, and it's available and it's cheap. It's affordable. It's available and it's affordable. So you have different kind of fruits and it is well preserved. They are well preserved. It's like you go to the farm, you go to the supermarket, you go to anywhere, you see it everywhere. And you know that you are taking, and they will tell you one thing about the fruits you get from this. They will tell you this is organic and this is not organic. So you know what you want to eat. So on that, I don't miss my country. In fact, I really enjoy. When I came here, I put myself into fruits. I was taking different kind of fruit because those are the things I really miss not getting when I was in my country. I love fruits. I love smoothies. But in my country, for you to get smoothies, you have to be rich. There are some things you have to, because by the time you say you want to buy like even 4 apples to make smoothie for your whole family, you know what is that's like 1,000 naira. At 1,000 naira, you have to think twice that this money can prepare food for the whole family. So I don't miss that. Lastly, last but not the least, is the internet facility. First, the internet is reliable. Second, it is available. And third, it is fast. Very, very fast. So if you are the kind of person that do the kind of my job that you have to upload some things, you don't have to worry about it. And you don't have to worry about that. The internet are always there. And everywhere you go, you don't have to worry about, maybe sometimes you are going to the village, you have to, oh, there's no internet there. Everywhere you go, even the remotest village here, there is network. And the internet are very, very good. Very, very good and very reliable. So those are the things I don't miss about my country. But no matter what, Nigeria is still my country and I still love my country. If there's anything I've missed when I'm talking and you remember, for those of you that live in diaspora and you want to remind me, please put it in the comment section. No, but those are the things I can remember that I don't miss about my country. But no matter what, my country is still good. I love my country and God bless Nigeria. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe. If you are still watching my video up to now, it means you like what I'm doing. Don't forget to subscribe. Like I told you, I have so many viewers. So many viewers. And I appreciate you. I'm not saying I don't appreciate you. But there's nothing that stops you from subscribing. You need to subscribe. And you need to give me thumbs up. And I want to see your comment. Let me see your suggestion. If there's anything you want me to do, maybe you want me to talk about our food, you want me to talk about our culture, you want me to talk about our religion, and so many things about my country. I'll be willing to do it. But you need to tell me what to do. Thank you so much. See you in my next one. Bye.